Hey, today we're going to talk about eggs.
What's up, Homestead homies? It's Off Good with Doug and Stacy. I'm Doug.
And I'm Stacy.
And today we are going to talk about
eggs. Wonderful eggs.
Exactly.
Eggs are almost a perfect food because it contains almost every vitamin and mineral that the human body needs to live on, basically. There's amino acids. I mean, it's a natural form of vitamin D. You get great omega-3s from farm-raised eggs. We don't want commercial eggs, so I want you guys to really think about this being farm-raised or, free-range, open-range eggs, because you're going to get a lot more than a commercial egg. So you're going to get the most nutritional benefit. It's 7 grams of protein. I mean, it's just loaded. It's just wonderful. But most of the vitamins and minerals and protein that you're going to find in an egg are in the yolk. So you need the whole egg. So eggs are just a power-packed, a great food.
So if you just had eggs and then you foraged for some greens and had some water, you'd be good to go.
Do pretty good. And some nuts and seeds, and you'd be living high off the hog.
A rooster, a chicken, and some foraging greens and some water, you'd have a whole food system.
That's right. Yeah.
You'd have
so
meat,
eggs are
protein
important.
with the eggs, everything.
That's why you see all the cultures over thousands of years. Everyone had chickens.
They always had chickens.
Yeah, chickens. You can do so much with the eggs.
Yeah, that's good.
And the meat.
Cool.
Okay.
What
so
else
you
you
ready
got?
to talk? Well, I just want to talk about
How
a
do you
few
know
things.
if a chicken's eggs rotten?
How do you know? Well, you crack it in your stuff you're cooking, and then it smells so bad you think you're gonna throw up.
Yeah,
because
you
it's
always
bad
find
news.
out too late with that method because you crack it and then you spill it into what
We've
you're
done
making,
that before.
and then it just contaminated everything.
So if you're not sure, then you put it in some water enough that it can float. So if your egg floats, and you need to put it in cold water, and if your egg floats, then it is not good, and then just pitch it. But if they stay at the bottom or even kind of tip up a little bit, then it may be an older egg if it's starting to float up, because basically what happens is it gets like a little air pocket in it, and that's starting to go bad. So when the oxygen gets in the egg, that's when it starts to turn bad. And then it floats to the top, and you just pitch them. So that's the greatest way to tell.
What about when I cracked the egg and there's that little red dot there? That, like, people told us like it was like a little
Like
baby
an
chicken
embryo.
that didn't get to hatch.
Yeah, when you get that little red dot, it's called a meat spot, sometimes they call it. And, a lot of times you can just pick them right out. And if your egg is a fresher egg, it's just going to be a little dot. If it's an older egg, that dot's going to spread out a little bit. But all that is a broken blood vessel during the formation of the egg. That's it. And it occurs in a lot of eggs. I mean, I was reading like anywhere like between 5 and 30% of eggs do get that. And
do brown eggs get it more than white eggs?
And I did see that it said that a lot more brown eggs do get it over the white egg. But that might be because of, in like production, more white eggs are sold commercially, so they have more higher quality control. But
because they weed them out.
yeah,
Right.
but I did highline browns, and we have some of them, don't get the little meat spot in them as much as the other ones. Your bigger breeds might get more of that little meat spot.
So what about that little white umbilical cord?
Yeah, you know how you get that white thing that's attached from the yolk to the white part? We always think that was like the umbilical cord of the baby. It's not. It just basically keeps the egg yolk centered in the middle where it
Of
needs
the
to
egg?
be. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it doesn't go anywhere.
So if it was fertilized, it would start to form, and that's where the egg yolk, that's where everything needs to be for the chicken to form.
Yeah.
Wow. So see, we learned all this other stuff, and we were like, whoa. We thought that was like a baby chicken that didn't form.
Yeah,
or
and a lot of
something.
people will get it, and especially with the meat spot, it's like, oh, they'll throw it away. They think it's bad,
Yeah.
or even that little white thing that you thought was the umbilical cord, but it just is holding the egg together so
Yeah.
it stays centered. They would pitch it because of
Yeah.
that, and there's nothing wrong with the egg. It's just fine. And then there's something else that I learned that you get an egg sometimes, and the yolk might be greenish looking, or not the yolk. The white part would be green, or even yellow, or even real cloudy. And that's normal too. It's just the carbon dioxide when it's forming hasn't been out of it yet. So it's fine to eat too.
So would you get that like in the early part of having the egg, or does that come with like if you let it sit around for a while?
I don't know that.
Yeah, it's a good
I don't know.
question.
I would just, because I've had all these things happen. I've cracked them open when they've been really fresh too.
Yeah. So also too, when we take our eggs, we never wash them off. We leave the bloom.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a blooming onion. We leave the bloom on the the bloom on the egg, and we can store our eggs at room temperature for.
Well, and we don't have electricity here. We don't
Right.
have air conditioning. We don't have any of that. So if it's cold here. If it's hot here.
Yeah.
So when it's 100 degrees and our house is boiling, I mean, our eggs are just sitting in the back and they're just fine.
As long as no direct sunlight's on them, but they
No
last
direct
about
sunlight.
what 2-3 months,
They can, depending on the temperature. If it's really, really hot, they don't last as
a
long.
month, yeah,
Yeah.
a couple weeks.
Yeah, definitely they'd be fine for a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yep.
Wow, this has been an exacto, or no, how can I work the
An
egg
egg
word?
minute. No, what is it?
What do you mean, what is it? The hot homestead minute?
Well, this was
No.
more than a minute. But
Yeah.
just some little facts that maybe you guys didn't know.
So if you guys know something about eggs that we might have missed, besides that they're good for you and we eat them a lot and they're a staple on the homestead, just leave them in the comment section below. Don't forget to check us out on
Instagram or Twitter, right?
or Twitter.
Yeah.
And we also have our website up, and we're trying to do a little blog activity there. So if you want to have us cover special topics on that, just leave it in the comment section below, or you can email us at growinginfaithfarm@gmail.com. We always welcome any input and communication with our viewers. We'll say hey to all the new subscribers. If you hit the subscribe button, just so you know, you become an official Homestead homie.
That's right. You're official.
All right, so we'll check you out in the next episode and
Eat more eggs.
eat more eggs.
Great. Complete food. Wonderful.
All right,
Just
cool.
do it. We'll see you guys later.
Bye-bye. Homestead
Hot minute.
hot minute.
Just to give you a quick idea, about a toy you can use for your dog.